Welcome to this comprehensive guide on Google Analytics e-commerce tracking. This tutorial will walk you through the process of setting up and using e-commerce tracking to measure the performance of your online store. First, let's define what Google Analytics e-commerce tracking is. It's a feature that allows you to track transactions, revenue, and other e-commerce related data on your website. This information is crucial for understanding the effectiveness of your online store and making data-driven decisions. To get started with e-commerce tracking, you need to have a Google Analytics account and a website with an e-commerce platform. You will also need to enable e-commerce tracking in your Google Analytics account. This can be done by going to the admin section and clicking on e-commerce settings. Once you have enabled e-commerce tracking, you will need to set up the necessary tags and codes on your website. This includes the transaction tag, which is used to track individual transactions, and the item tag, which is used to track individual products. A practical example of how e-commerce tracking works is when a customer makes a purchase on your website. The transaction tag is triggered, sending data to Google Analytics, including the transaction amount, product information, and other relevant details. This data is then used to generate reports and insights on your website's performance. Some key concepts to understand when using e-commerce tracking include the idea of a transaction, which is a single purchase made by a customer, and an item, which is a single product purchased. You should also understand how to use the e-commerce tracking code to track different types of transactions, such as sales, refunds, and cancellations. Best practices for using e-commerce tracking include setting up clear and consistent naming conventions for your transactions and items, and regularly reviewing your e-commerce reports to identify areas for improvement. You should also use e-commerce tracking in conjunction with other Google Analytics features, such as goal tracking and conversion tracking, to get a complete picture of your website's performance. In conclusion, Google Analytics e-commerce tracking is a powerful tool for measuring the performance of your online store. By following the steps outlined in this guide, you can set up e-commerce tracking and start gaining valuable insights into your website's performance. Remember to follow best practices and regularly review your e-commerce reports to optimize your online store and increase revenue.